Thanks for joining me at Mr. Smith Garage. Here in the garage, working on Lars the EuroVan still. Doing a little bit of cleaning on this engine before we get to the point where we're gonna put it back together. Got a couple of different cleaning things. I've got green power, and then I got purple power, extreme power degreaser. Hoping this is a little bit nicer on the environment. Got a little brush. We're just gonna do some brushing, kind of taking care of closing off some of the things so I don't get a bunch of liquid down inside the engine. See how this stuff works. We'll start out with the green stuff. Okay, we're gonna try some of this purple stuff, see if it works any better. This does seem to be working pretty well. I'm just trying not to make too much of a mess on the floor. Okay, as you can see, it's already looking a little better. Look at this. Look how clean that turned out. I think that purple stuff is a little stronger, so I'm gonna keep using that purple stuff. Wish I could get this more on a upright angle, but for right now, I'm happy with how it's hanging. And we'll just keep it that route until we get through this side. Trying to get some of this thicker stuff off with a razor blade, just being careful of the mating surfaces. This is just that sludge. Once again, trying to keep this pretty clean. Okay, are you ready? I guess there's no time like the present to get this done. I'm gonna take the cams off. Got a box right here that I'm gonna put everything in order. Once I get the cams off, we're gonna get the crank turned so that number one is at top dead center. I might do some cleaning while we're in the middle of this too, so we'll see. Trying to see what kind of torque it's at. Let's hold it here. It's about 40 pounds. I'm sure there's a way to do this where where you're supposed to take them off in a certain order. But if I didn't remind you, I don't have a book. I think they are numbered, which is nice. So I've got 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I thought there would be cam bearings. I need to take this gear off here. Oops. Okay. All right, probably should have done that first. So let's do that. Maybe 18. 18. I think I'm gonna put these lobes back on. All I need is a broken cam, right? Let's not put the wrench on the cam lobe. Whew. I don't know if I did that right or not, but it's done. I think I still have more to do. Oh, I think I have to take this whole thing off to get these off of there. Okay, just gonna get this one off. And do that first before we take the lobes off. Whew. Uh-oh. Aha. Make sure we keep the right one on the right side. All right, so I'm pretty sure you can't see what I'm doing here, so let me show you. I'm gonna take these 4 bolts off in order to pull this piece off so the cams can come out. That's what I'm doing. I paused you for just a little bit while I was working on getting a couple things prepped and ready to go. So there's 4 bolts that are 12 point or triple square, go into the front of this, and then this will slide right off of there. Just like so. I'm gonna clean that up. And then this cam should come straight out. Look at that. That's gonna go on this side. I can safely, there we go, pop that out. And that cam lobe is out. That's gonna go on this side. Just so you know what I'm doing here, you can see I basically have the cams where they're supposed to be, the gears on their respective sides, lobes all in the right spot. This is my cam oiler sensor. So now, because all the valves are closed, because the cams are off, I can kind of clean this out a little bit, especially in these head bolts. You can see they're all kind of dirty in the head bolts. We'll just do a quick brush in there. We're gonna clean this side up. I'm gonna pull out the fuel injector rail because right now, I think what I'd like to do is to set the crank at #1 top dead center. And that notch should line up with a little nub on the bottom of this. Here, there's the nub. That should also mean that on this side, my gear lines up with my line, which it does. So we're either at TDC for number 3 or for number 1. Just make sure you can see what we're doing here. Okay, so what we're watching is this little copper tube. And we should see a point where it can, oh, see that's going down. Oops. For my notch. Oh, too far. Okay, that is on the notch. I am going to do some cleaning. We'll put those cams back on, but you can see it's really, really dirty in there, so I really want to spend some time cleaning. I've got my cams and all the bolts in order. I'm going to move that to a place where it won't be disturbed so that I can come back to this most likely tomorrow. Work on finish cleaning this up, clean these parts up around the cam, get some assembly lube on there, clean the cam lobes. Look at these. I mean, these need to be clean. They're disgusting. And we'll get this back together. So thanks for joining me once again. Mr. Smith Garage, we do appreciate your joining the channel, what we're doing. Again, this is pretty obscure. A lot of this is for recording for my purposes so that I can remember how to put this thing back together. Keep saying I don't have a book. I don't have a book, but I think to put this back together, I'm going to get a book just so I know the torque specs of everything. It's looking good. Everything so far hasn't been bad, just really dirty. And so appreciate you coming along. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.